Welcome to Season 2 of Lunatic Talks. The ending of Season 1 saw a drastic shift in the tone for the series, and Season 2 will no doubt hold no bars when it comes to its topics, as you can see by this episode's title. Sit back and indulge in the horrors of today's gut-wrenching episode. Our story takes place in Guatemala on October 29th, 2018. Here lived a woman by the name of Alejandra Ico Chub, who lived with her husband, Mario Osvaldo Tut Ical. From what we know of Mario, he was not a calm and collective man, quite the opposite. From the words of the locals who lived in the area, Mario was a violent and angry man. Because of this, it was noted that Mario would physically abuse Alejandra, and they also had 3 children, so it can be assumed that Mario would also abuse them, either verbally or physically. Now, rumors have it that Alejandra had cheated on Mario, and this was the reason he was the way he was, but take this theory lightly, since it honestly sounds like a quick and cliche narrative used to dramatize and juice up the story. On the night of the attack, Alejandra lay in bed, asleep. At some point, Mario got up and took a hold of a machete. He made his way to Alejandra and began to strike her multiple times with the blade. When it was over, both of Alejandra's hands were cut off. Her stomach was split open and her entrails stretched across the bed, drenching it in blood. And most notably, and the reason why this video is called Ms Pac-Man, Alejandra's face had been split across and opened, giving her a resemblance to the arcade game character Ms Pac-Man. During this attack, the neighbors claimed to hear the curdling screams and cries for help from Alejandra, but they were too terrified to get close to take a look or help her. After some time, they saw Mario flee the house, and they took this as a sign that the coast was clear, so they made their way into the house. Once they entered, they found the absolutely nightmarish scene. Alejandra just barely clinging to life, gurgling on her own blood and moaning in agony. It honestly has to be one of the most horrific things to imagine, to see a close friend or even a family member hacked to bits and beyond repair. At this point, the neighbors called for police, but since they lived about 40 minutes from the nearest town, it would be a good long minute before authorities arrived. At this point is when the infamous video was recorded. Before much is even shown, I should comment on the sound of the video. Without visuals, even if you are blind, the screams and sobs of the neighbors would no doubt send chills through your body and place horrific images in your mind. These are not your typical average horror movie scream queen type of screams, but true, genuine horror-filled screams that I have never seen replicated in any major or B horror film. Not only that, you can also hear Alejandra gurgling on her own blood and struggling to stay alive. We hear a man comment in Spanish, "The other hand is laying right there," to which the camera pans to a severed hand on the floor.
Mira la mano, aquí está tirado, mira. Ahí lo dijimos nosotros, ¿verdad? Pinche viejo. Todavía le deben la pillada, no está.
The camera pans up real close to her face to give us a close insight on the damage. Keep in mind, this video is fairly good quality, unlike most gore videos, so you really do get to see every detail, every muscle, every vein. It's also quite possible that Alejandra's children could have been present at the time of this event, so imagine that. Before help even arrived, it was quite clear that Alejandra was long gone, but she was officially pronounced dead at the hospital. Shortly after, whilst Mario was out on the run trying to hide and seek refuge from authorities, he was caught and arrested. It can be assumed that Mario is serving a lengthy prison sentence, and it would be even better if he didn't even get out at all. One of the more saddening aspects of this story is the children. If it is true that the children witnessed their mother hacked up in such a gruesome manner, then that's truly awful. How does one even come back from that? Not only will the children's minds be forever scarred, but they no longer have parents to comfort their injured minds, as you can imagine. And that's the story of Ms Pac-Man. I hope you all enjoyed this video and enjoyed a short taste of Season 2 of Lunatic Talks. Trust me, this is far from it. I know this video was very short compared to most episodes, but keep in mind, this is just the beginning. I'm pretty sure Season 2 is going to be way better than Season 1, so stay tuned for it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.